Hybrid. Indo-European. The ancient Greeks revered both gods and goddesses. These continued to be revered through the early centuries of the Common Era, and many of the Greek deities inspired and were adopted as part of much larger pantheon of Roman deities. 91-97 The Greek religion was polytheistic, but had no centralized church, nor any sacred texts. 91-97 The deities were largely associated with myths and they represented natural phenomena or aspects of human behavior. 91-97 Several Greek deities probably trace back to more ancient Indo-European traditions, since the gods and goddesses found in distant cultures are mythologically comparable and are cognates. 230 31 hours, and 15 minutes 19 Eos. The Greek goddess of the dawn, for instance, is cognate to Indicus, Roman Aurora and Latvian Ocyclus. 230-32 Zeus, the Greek king of gods, is cognate to Latin Iupiter, Old German Ziu, and Indic Dios, with whom he shares similar mythologies. 230-32 Other deities, such as Aphrodite, originated from the Near East. Greek deities varied locally, but many shared pan-Hellenic themes, celebrated similar festivals, rites, and ritual grammar. The most important deities in the Greek pantheon were the 12 Olympians: Zeus, Hera, Poseidon, Athena, Apollo, Artemis, Aphrodite, Hermes, Demeter, Dionysus, Hephaestus, and Ares. 125-70 Other important Greek deities included Hestia, Hades and Heracles. 96-97 These deities later inspired the Dei-Consents galaxy of Roman deities. 96-97 Besides the Olympians, the Greeks also worshipped various local deities. 170-81 Among these were the goat-legged god Pan, nymphs, naiads, dryads, nereids, river gods, satyrs, and others. The dark powers of the underworld were represented by the Erinyes, said to pursue those guilty of crimes against blood relatives. The Greek deities, like those in many other Indo-European traditions, were anthropomorphic. Walter Burkert describes them as persons, not abstractions, ideas or concepts. 182 They had fantastic abilities and powers, each had some unique expertise and, in some aspects, a specific and flawed personality. 52 They were not omnipotent and could be injured in some circumstances. Greek deities led to cults, were used politically and inspired votive offerings for favors such as bountiful crops, healthy family, victory in war, or peace for a loved one recently deceased. 94-95 In Norse mythology, Asir means gods, while Asingr means goddesses. 49-50 These terms, states John Lindau, may be ultimately rooted in the Indo-European root for breath, and to the cognates os, which means deity in Old English and anses in Gothic. 49-50 Another group of deities found in Norse mythology are termed as Vanir, and are associated with fertility. The Asir and the Vanir went to war, according to the Norse and Germanic mythologies. According to the Norse texts such as Ynglinga Saga, the Asir-Vanir war ended in truce and ultimate reconciliation of the two into a single group of deities, after both sides chose peace, exchanged ambassadors. 181 and intermarried. 52-53 The Norse mythology describes the cooperation after the war, as well as differences between the Asir and the Vanir which were considered scandalous by the other side. 181 The goddess Frigga of the Vanir taught magic to the Asir, while the two sides discover that while Asir forbid mating between siblings, Vanir accepted such mating. 181 Temples hosting images of Nordic deities, as well as pagan worship rituals, continued in Nordic countries through the 12th century, according to historical records. This shocked Christian missionaries, and over time Christian equivalents were substituted for the Nordic deities to help suppress paganism. 187-88 The Roman pantheon had numerous deities, both Greek and non-Greek. 96-97 The more famed deities, found in the mythologies and the second millennium CE European arts, have been the anthropomorphic deities syncretized with the Greek deities. These include the 6 gods and 6 goddesses: Venus, Apollo, Mars, Diana, Minerva, Ceres, Vulcan, Juno, Mercury, Vesta, Neptune, Jupiter, as well Bacchus, Pluto and Hercules. 96-97 The non-Greek major deities include Janus, Fortuna, Vesta, Quirinus and Tellus. 96-97. Some of the non-Greek deities had likely origins in more ancient European culture such as the ancient Germanic religion, while others may have been borrowed, for political reasons, from neighboring trade centers such as those in the Minoan or ancient Egyptian civilization. The Roman deities, in a manner similar to the ancient Greeks, inspired community festivals, rituals and sacrifices led by flamines, but priestesses were also held in high esteem for maintaining sacred fire used in the votive rituals for deities. 100-01 Deities were also maintained in home shrines, such as Hestia, honored in homes as the goddess of fire. 100-01 This Roman religion held reverence for sacred fire, and this is also found in Hebrew culture, Vedic cultures, Homa, ancient Greeks and other cultures. Ancient Roman scholars such as Varro and Cicero wrote treatises on the nature of gods of their times. Varro stated, in his Antiquitas Rerum Divinorum, that it is the superstitious man who fears the gods, while the truly religious person venerates them as parents. Cicero, in his Academica, praised Varro for this and other insights. According to Varro, there have been 3 accounts of deities in the Roman society: the mythical account created by poets for theater and entertainment, the civil account used by people for veneration as well as by the city, and the natural account created by the philosophers. The best state is, adds Varro, where the civil theology combines the poetic mythical account with the philosophers. The Roman deities continued to be revered in Europe through the era of Constantine, and past 313 CE when he issued the Edict of Toleration: 118-20.